new school, and our student, we have around 2,200 students, both male and female
Wow,
students.
that's big, son.
Yeah, besar. And they are all stay in the dormitories. Yeah, so they live in the dormitories because they come from all over Indonesia, from Aceh to Papua in the east. Yeah, Kalimantan, Maluku, Java, and then Sumatra, and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to study English and maybe Australian culture as well. And English is one of our compulsory language in this school, in my school, beside Arabic. So I think we will have mutual cooperation between Portland Senior High and Assalaam Senior High or Junior High, both in studying maybe Indonesian or English for us. Maybe that's it. Any other question maybe?
Yes, I setuju.
Yeah?
Itu ide bagus ya.
Okay. Any other question?
Bambang, can you introduce your colleagues?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Where are they from?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, wait, forget. In my right hand side, here is our vice director of my boarding school, Mr. Ma'ruf Rahmat. And then, yeah, maybe you can write. And then, Mr. Sukarno is English teacher. Can you see him? Okay, good. Yeah. And as I promised you, Dr. Myung, is the representative from other school who may be interested in video conference from Al-Firdaus school, I think, right? Al-Firdaus, and then from Batik senior high here is all are in Solo. So maybe next time we will connect you directly to hold the next video conference maybe. And then they are all English teachers, my colleagues, the teachers, English teachers in Assalaam. That's with us now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, can I just tell you what we want to do in this teacher meeting? So we introduce the teachers and schools to each other, and I'm going to ask you about your students, and then we will discuss the video conferencing session structure. Our session is 40 minutes in each, and how many do you want to do this year? It can be 2 or 3 times per term, meaning about 8 times to 10 times. So we decided how we design 40 minutes video conferencing session. We usually divide it into 20 minutes for everyone to speak Indonesian and 20 minutes for everyone to speak English, so that both the Australian and Indonesian students can benefit in terms of language exchange. And also we will discuss how we are going to exchange PowerPoint slides so that we have some visual cues and key terms and key sentences where students talk about. And then we will decide the video conferencing dates, times. Especially we have 3 hours difference now, but in term 4 we have a 4-hour difference. So we have the considered time difference, Australia's daylight savings, and also your class time. So we are going to discuss that's quite arduous task. So that important thing is designing video conferencing dates, times, and then we talk about topics. So Neville, we can relate to your Indonesian language curriculum, because the Indonesian side is that what they are interested in practicing developing their English skills and knowing about the Australian culture. So we can relate to the Indonesian language curriculum to decide the topics. Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
So kalau mulai dengan tanggal itu lebih baik. It's better that we start with dates. Once we know the dates, we'll have a better idea of topics.
Okay.
and I can start to email to Bambang what topics we're working on at that time, or at least organising, we're talking about the same topics when we do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, Dr. Liu.
Yes.
Before we continue this meeting, maybe my teacher will let this conference, because we already discussed about the date, the proposed date and the topics. So he will sit in my chair now. I just want to sit in beside this table, okay? Okay. Yes, Mr. Sula, English teacher, yeah. Mr. Sula. Okay. This is English teacher.
Mr.
Okay, thank you.
Sula.
Sula.
Yeah.
Sula. Can you hear me? Well, as the email we received, our today's agenda is deciding video conference date and times, and then topics to discuss in each video conference, and also introducing each other. We have done so, and also we have to arrange the next video conference class structure. We have a basic discussion with Pak Bambang. We propose 4 possible meetings in the next meeting. The first,
Mr. Sula,
Yes.
just a second, please.
Yes.
I have a few things we need to discuss before going to the dates. Can you just wait, please?
Yeah.
Can you wait, please?
yes.
Okay, right. Okay, Never. What are your students' year levels and how many students? Or can we say
What was the first part?
the year levels of your students approximately, and how many students? No.
Well,
The students who are going to do video conferencing with the Assalaam students, are they all spread between year 7 to 12, or do you want specific year levels? And how many students in one class? Because if it is year 7, 8, probably you have about 28, year 9, you have about 20, something like this. So how many students will be doing video conferencing with Indonesia?
We will come.
saya pikir kami pikir lebih baik kalau murid SMA
Yes.
dulu ya. Coba.
Never, would you mind?
I think yes, I know. I'm thinking the year 11s and 12s might be best to start with.
Okay. So how many students?
I have to check that. I don't teach them, I just have to check exactly to see how many. There's only a handful, about 6 or 8 or something. I have a colleague who wasn't able to join me today, and she teaches them, so I have to check her timetable. Which is a nuisance actually.
Approximately 6 to 8 is fine. Level.
Sorry? It's about half a dozen or so.
Okay,
6 or
that's
so.
fine. That's okay. That's all right. Mr. Sula,
Yes.
how many students and what grade levels?
Around 15 and 5 teachers for next video conference. Around
Okay.
15 students.
Okay. What grade levels? Year, the junior school, first year, second year, third year, senior school, first to second school.
I will invite grade 11 and 10, senior high school. Grade 11 and then I mean the first and second year of SMA.
First, so year 10, year 11.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Year 10 and year 11. And how many students in one class?
For the video conference, around 20 with the teachers.
Yeah.
Okay, 20. Thank you.
Yeah, because the seat given is around 20. Yeah? The seat provided is around 20 only.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Now, video conferencing session structure. We do 40 minutes session each time. We find that 40 minutes is the most appropriate page length. It's not too long, it's not too short.
Yes.
And for language level, what do you think about this splitting into two halves, and the first part everyone speaking Indonesian and second part everyone speaking in English? But
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Saya setuju.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, alright. And another thing is, I have seen in other Australian Indonesian school video conferencing sessions, sometimes Australian students with year 9, 10, with their kind of limited Indonesian language skills, sometimes they feel they are dead when they have to speak Indonesian but cannot speak. So we allow Australian students to elaborate some details if they want to share, add more descriptions. Is that the case with you, or how about?
I didn't quite catch that. I'm
In other
sorry.
words, we require, or we ask the Australian students to speak all in Indonesian, or to start with in Indonesian. But when they want to add additional information, details, and when Australian students do not have the Indonesian language skills, they feel very
Yes.
frustrated. So is it okay that your students add more details in English if they have to?
Yes, okay.
In other words, Australian students do not have to feel frustrated by not being able to explain in Indonesian for the information that they want to share with Indonesian students.
So they can use some English once if they don't know it.
That's right.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
That's right. What is the Indonesian language skills of your students? Year 11, 12.
Compared with what? They're not. They need a lot more speaking practice would be the way to put it. They need more speaking practice for sure. And they almost, harus terpaksa. They have to be forced, I think, into a situation where they have to use it.
Okay.
I think.
So I will leave those decisions whether Australian students can add in details in English. I will leave that discretion to you and your colleague teachers.
Okay, yes.
But Australian students, if they want to say more and cannot say in Indonesian, then they are allowed to speak in English, because that part will be sharing cultural information with the Indonesian students.
Yes.
Okay, alright, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Sula,
Yes.
so are you happy with splitting into two halves? The first part, everyone speaking in Indonesian. Second part, everyone speaking in English.
Yes. But I have an idea like this. To benefit each other. When it is your turn, you can ask everything in Bahasa Indonesia, and I will answer in Bahasa Indonesia too. When the turns come to my part, I will ask everything in English, and I want to hear the answer also in English. What do you think?
Yes, that's exactly what we are going to do.
Yeah.
So the first part, Australian students ask questions in Indonesian. Your students answer in Indonesian.
Yeah.
Second
Yes.
part, Indonesian students ask questions in English. Australian students answer in English.
Yes.
Yes.
I suggest you to speak English more slowly, because my students' English level is approximately intermediate. So for the coming video conference, I want you to speak more slowly and clearly, for the sake of my students' English.
Yes, right.
Alright.
Tentu saja, of course. Sama.
You to speak Indonesia slowly as well.
I will also speak Indonesian slowly and clearly, as clear as possible, I said.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Sula,
Yes.
I never that when your students speak in English,
Yes.
and but if they do not, if their English is limited and they cannot add additional information in English, they should be allowed to speak in Indonesian,
Yes, yes.
and never will help his students to understand it. So is it okay? In other words, your students speak
That's okay.
English as much as they can, and then add in Indonesian.
Yes, yes. If they
Okay.
might how to speak in English, then I will allow them to speak Bahasa Indonesia. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay?
Okay.
Alright,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
Yes, yes.
Alright? Now, Neville, do you have an interactive whiteboard or some kind of electronic board where you can show PowerPoint slides? In other words, should we use PowerPoint slides or not?
Yeah, you come in any other, here or any other. Yes, in this room, whether I'm in this room or the other room, yes, they can use that. I've got one just here.
Okay. Mr. Sula,
Yes.
it's a question to you. Usually we use PowerPoint slides. So in other words, Australian students make PowerPoint slides for their presentations and never send the PowerPoints to Mr. Sula before the video conferencing. And your side, the Indonesian side, show Australian PowerPoint slides from your room so that we have pictures and the key words, key phrases, key sentences, so that helps communication through visual cues. Do you
Yes.
want to do that, Mr. Sula?
Yes, yes. We'll prepare that things.
Okay, wonderful. So your students make PowerPoint slides on the related topics, and the teachers, Mr. Sula, never exchange it at the latest the day before video conferencing session, not in the morning of video conferencing.
Yes, I agree with that.
Thank
Yes.
you. Email attachment is fine, and sometimes email, if the PowerPoint size is big, you may convert to PDF, then the size becomes small, usually about 3 megabytes. So email attachment for exchanging PowerPoint slides. Mr. Sula?
Yes.
Okay, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we can decide, let's decide the video conferencing dates and cut dates first, dates and times. Now, Mr. Sula, do you have specific dates or are you more flexible?
Yes, yes. I have planned to have at least 4 times until June. The first, if possible,
Okay.
will be on
Okay.
May 12.
Okay, alright. Let's do this here, Ms. Sula.
Yes.
You suggest exact date, for example, May certain date and the time, and we ask Mr. Neville to check whether he can do it or not. How about that?
Yes, yes. If possible, I will have to take a recheck. Yeah, I have proposed.
What do you mean? Okay. Mr. Sula, can you suggest the exact date so that we transfer the time difference and ask Neville?
Okay, number 1, May 12.
Yeah?
At
May 12th.
11 a.m. Indonesian time. May 12.
May 12th, Indonesian time.
So,
May
your
12.
answer will be at 2 p.m. maybe.
That's too late.
Today?
Mr. Sula,
Yes.
Australian schools finish schools at about 3:20, which is 12:20 Australian time, Victorian time. So the sessions have to be before 12:20 Indonesian time. So at 12:20 Indonesian time, Australian school students go home. That's right.
What about at 9 or 10?
Most definitely, at 9 a.m. Indonesian time.
Yes. So, will be
Okay, then
at 12
at
there.
12 at noon.
Okay, give me a moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just checking. What matters is the availability. That's going to be. Okay. What time was that, Indonesian?
9.
Victorian time 12 noon, Indonesian time 9 a.m.
Would it be possible to do 2 hours later?
That's 11 a.m. Indonesian time, Victorian to Mr. Sula, 1st of May, Indonesian time 11 a.m.
If possible, but I can arrange earlier if the time is impossible.
I'll tell you what's really good for the Year 12s then would be from anything between 1:30 and 3:30 at a time. 3:30 obviously would be the end though, 1:30 is the start.
So that's Indonesian time, Mr. Sula, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Any time, we need 40 minutes.
Yes, I agree so.
We need just 40 minutes.
Okay, I agree so.
So what time?
11:30.
What time?
10:30 is okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So Indonesian time 10:30 to 11:10 a.m. Victorian time 1:30 to 2:10 p.m.
1:30 to 2:10 p.m.
That's right?
Yes, and that's
Okay.
May 12 May, yeah?
Yes, 12 May. 12.
Yep.
12 of May. Okay.
Good. Now, tujuh murid SMA.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. High school.
First and second
Good.
year.
SMA.
Okay, the next one. Mr. Sula, would you like to suggest? Next one.
Can we still do not decide the topic yet?
We will do topic later as we decide on sessions. Okay.
Yeah.
Before, just a second, Neville, how about 2 or 3 times per term? Does that suit you?
Pardon?
Yes, it does.
69. Okay, 2 or 3 times a month.
Yes.
So usually once a month. That's the frequency. So Mr. Sula, when would you like to do the next time?
May 19, maybe 1 year, 1 week later.
Okay. 19th of May, Tuesday.
Yes, at the same time if possible. At the same
Okay,
time
right.
if possible.
Yep.
We have our timetable works over a fortnight.
Okay. Yep.
So to have that same time, we want to be a fortnight later.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's yeah.
Okay. Neville, one question. Do you want your students, like if we repeat the same time, it will be one group of students repeating all the time. Do you want that, or do you want different year levels taking opportunities of video conference with Indonesia?
I think our senior students probably need as much practice as they can get.
Okay, so the same class time okay for you?
Yes, but yeah, the same class time would be good.
Okay, all
What I
right.
might be able to do is bring just a few other younger students just to get the experience too, perhaps later on.
Okay, okay, all right.
I prefer the same group, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Mr. Sula, in Australia, the timetable goes every 2 weeks. So actually, instead of 19th of May, 26th of May, Tuesday, the same time works well for Neville.
You
Mr.
can,
Sula?
you can also propose your own dates and time, and we will think about that. Not only from me.
Okay,
not only
right.
from me.
Okay. 26th of May, Tuesday, the same time.
Okay, yes. 6 of May.
Okay, we agree.
Okay, Mr. Sula?
Yes, at the same time.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. So, Victorian time 1:30 to 10, and Indonesian time 10:30 to 10 a.m.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, all right. The next one, how about level? Do you want 9th of June, Tuesday, the same time?
Yes. That
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay, Mr. Sula, 9th of June, Tuesday, the same time.
Pardon? 9 June.
9th of June, Tuesday, the same time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it okay, Mr. Sula?
Okay, okay, okay. We agree.
Okay, alright, thank you. The next one is 23rd of June, Tuesday, the same time. Level?
Okay, sorry. I have to revise.
It's 23rd.
Sorry, I have to
Mr.
revise.
Sula?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
June 9 is impossible for us, but
Yes.
23rd is okay. June
So,
9,
9th of June.
yeah.
Can you do now?
I think impossible for us on that day, but it is okay for 23rd of June.
So, do you do video conferencing on 9th of June or now?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think he's saying impossible.
It is.
Okay, alright. Thank you. Alright, that's fine. So the third one is, the next one is 23rd of June, Tuesday, same time.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Right? Okay, thank you. Alright. And then Australian school on holidays from 29th of June. And then we come back now. Never, can you tell me which week Tuesday is in July? In other words, your week 23rd of June, is that weekly, and when is the same week in July?
So there's a bit of feedback.
Okay. Never, in July, are you able to do any session?
We don't know the schedule yet. We won't know the timetable until much closer to that.
All right, okay. Yeah, Mr. Sula?
I think 23rd of July is the last, I think, because after that, our students will go back to their hometown. So, yeah, that's the last video conference we can put until 23rd of June, I think. Because after that, our students will go back to their hometown for holiday.
Okay.
So we can only have, so we can only have 3 times. 3 times.
Okay?